Unless it does the fucking thing again. Now broadcasting.
I'm on my computer now.
Sweet. I had to recently reinstall my my modified YouTube app. What? This is a speedrun for a Budokai? That's not what I want to see. I want to go to my own channel. But, what? Here's this. There's a link to my my thingamajig.
Here's a link to the thing I just saw while I was waiting for you to see your thingamajig.
I gotta watch. I didn't get all of it.
If you like, you lose. You on full screen.
Gotta get 1 fucking minute of peace. Me. Alright, I didn't do a whole lot to change. I didn't change any of their levels. They now have the same, like, the same basic shit.
As well?
I respect both of them so that I could, I forget why I did it exactly for myself, but I know there was a reason for it. I changed around some feats. I know there was I don't remember what my feats were before, other than dual wielder, some ability score improvements, and something else. But I'm pretty sure my stats are slightly different. I think I have more wisdom now.
You do.
Yes, but I mean, I got the 20. I got the +2 to my dex. The biggest thing that's changed is... Where's my fucking... I got... Hell is it? Elemental Adept Cold. Spells you cast and attacks you make ignore resistance to cold damage. When I deal cold damage, it cannot roll a 1.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
You can't roll a 1?
Can't roll a 1 when I deal damage with a cold spell. I guess the damage can't be a 1.
Oh, that's pretty impressive. Actually, yeah.
Very nice.
All of your cold damage dealing spells just on a mathematical level, your damage went up about like 4 points.
It's nice.
There's nothing to see.
Yeah, and then I got my dual wielder, so I can, you know. Oh yeah, I did the fucking stupid shit. There you are. Bam. And my AC is a 19 when I'm dual wielding. Hell yeah.
Oh.
So I just got a lot of shit going on right now.
And you're wearing some armor. Damn.
I mean, I shouldn't be.
Your chest piece is not your robe.
Yeah, I just noticed that. Because I did the respec. Okay. I need you to be this. Yeah, I need me to be this. Because it gives me +1 to my spell save DC. And now, I need to cast Mage Armor. No. Good God. Just this mass of fucking unsorted everythings.
Yeah. You should take a second and just, like, straighten that out.
I tried to do it partially earlier. I guess it didn't save.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Because I went to do this before work.
It's literally heartbreaking.
Yeah, it was fine. I only got partway into it because my alarm went off and I had to get ready for work.
Yeah. I feel that so hard today.
I was like, damn. But yeah, that's up still at 19 with this shit. Let's go. Dex, quick protection, treading twilight. Oh, that's this guy. +1 to armor class while obscured. Yeah. And this thing is the +1 to my spell save DC while obscured. So I just need to be spending time in the shadows. What was your question? Oh, okay. Cool. Oh, I got this thing too, which is when I deal damage with a ranged spell attack, I give them 2 reverberation. But I don't think that's better than adding damage to my spellcasting or adding my spellcasting modifier to my elemental damage. I kind of think that's just better.
A ranged spell attack or cantrip damage, huh?
Oh, it's just cantrip? That's fucking... I mean, honestly, it makes my cantrips better, and I do use hella cantrips.
Specifically, your cold, fire, lightning.
Ray of Cold is super fucking nice, and it makes it even better. And, I mean, Reverberation is definitely cool. I can stack it on with your Reverberation.
A lot of mileage out of it for sure.
You know what? I'll throw it on there, and once my spell slots get low, I can throw the other one on when I'm going hard on cantrips.
Yeah. You mind sending me that amulet because I can use that, and it's just going to start bumping up my how much damage I do with moving blade by a lot.
That does thunder damage?
It does.
Okay, I'll give it to you.
So I'll basically be adding my spellcasting modifier twice.
Oh yeah, you gave me these gloves of thievery because we were doing thieverous bullshit. Should I give these back to Asterion?
Yeah, since we're not, now that we've got Asterion with us, like, we sit back and relax. Asterion, shoot, dude, so fast. Don't even sweat it.
I'm gonna give this to you because I can't use it. Or rather, not I can use it, but I'm not gonna use it.
What is it?
I handed you it's a cloak. When you do poison damage, you get healed a little bit.
Yeah, or you already gave it to me. I'm probably just looking at the delay.
Derivation cloak. When you poison a foe, heal yourself for 1d4 hit points.
Yeah, I think that will be, that's not working pretty well for here, because I just give him, stuff.
Hell yeah. And I got a shitload of books. I'm not sure why I have all these books, actually. Oh yeah, I picked them while you were in the Wizard's Tower. That's why. This dead pixie's doing the Yamcha pose, bro! Yes! Like, it's flipped on the y-axis, but it's the same fucking pose! That is so funny! Awesome. And then Shadowheart is extraordinarily similar. I think I basically turned her into literally me.
So when you went through the build, it looks like you, for the most part, you swapped out a feat in order to get elemental adept as well as increase your wisdom score.
Just the way I did the starting classes, or not just the way I did the starting stats, I needed to do, it was 2 ability score improvements, and then the rest were feats, which was Metamagic Adept, Elemental Adept Cold for her, and then I also took Shield Master, because she always has a shield.
Oh, Shadowheart?
Yeah, I almost always have a shield on her. So it does 2 things specifically. While holding a shield, or while wielding a shield, you gain a +2 bonus to dex saves. Not bad. And if a spell forces you to make a dex save, you can use a reaction to shield yourself. On a failed save, you only take half damage. On a successful save, you don't take any damage.
Oh, so she can basically make herself resistant to AoE.
Yep, anything that requires you to make a dex save. Or any spell that requires you to make a dex save. And I mean, she's not using a reaction for a whole lot, so I say, fuck it.
Yeah, no, that's actually good use of your reaction. Good. I never would have thought of that, actually.
Uh-huh. I mean, I was just looking through the feats, and I was like, I have Meta Magic Adept. I have. I did not take Warcaster. I thought about it, and I think I'm going to take that next.
It's so hot out here. It feels nice
I've
to
got a long road
have
ahead.
a cold shower.
Apparently, I have a dislocated shoulder for some reason.
You?
Yes. I
You're fine right now.
God, no. If I had an actual dislocated shoulder, I don't think we'd be having a normal conversation right now.
Yeah, I thought you just you're playing the video game and you're like, wait a minute, you're look down and you're
Wait a minute, something's not right here. That's not plugged in. What the fuck? You go to do a DP and your arm just falls out, and you're like, bro.
Yeah, for real.
Probably. Oh, check this shit out. I have resistance from a couple of things, actually.
Yeah, I believe your bow makes you resistant to both fire and cold damage, and
And my Heart of the Storm gives me resistance to thunder and lightning damage. That's pretty cool.
I think there's actually a thing I can give you that will also make you resistant to both necrotic and radiant damage.
That's cool, but not necessary right now, and I'm pretty geared up right now.
Yeah, it just makes you hilariously resistant to nearly everything.
I mean, that's cool, but unless... The only thing I would need to change out is my shoes. Because the only thing that's giving me is an AC of +1. Which is good, don't get me wrong, but there could be better passives.
Yeah, honestly, that is kind of the best thing you as a wizard. Actually, I don't know if that's true. Here, hold on. Let me go grab the chest of magical objects.
Yep.
And put it out in camp so that way you can take a look at the shoes somewhere.
I've already done that. Unless there's anything brand new in there, there's like, this is the option. This is the play. All the other passives were kind of whatever. This is the one that gave me the best, like... Well, because I can't wear anything that's armor. It has to be clothing that's shoes. Or shoes that are clothing. I... Mage armor. Mage armor is better than armor, and clothes has some really nice passive effects.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Like, unless we can find another piece of armor that gives me a higher than +1 bonus to spell save DC, then I'll fucking switch. But,
Yeah, no, you're right. That plus one bonus spell save is just so nice.
it's super nice.
Isn't it like
It's either 19 or 17, and it's actually kind of difficult to check.
the shell?
No, because UI bugs. Also, that fucking 17.
I switched to computer version. I can probably use spell save DC.
Oh, I can just see it when I go to the actual spells. Okay. For clerics, it's 7. For my wisdom spells, or cleric spells, which is, I mean, basically just command, it's 17. For my sorcery stuff, it's 13. So, you know, it's whatever.
Yeah. That's the name. Your wisdom, so you can make use of command better. That's actually genius.
I mean, I didn't do it intentionally. I just kind of was like, I bet wisdom's going to serve me better than dexterity. I don't know. You should find out.
Are they calling me in Discord or something?
I don't think so.
Hold on a second.
Yep.
Did you do that?
No.
Where the fuck is that?
Oh! That's new.
Yeah, I've never heard that. I've never made that, so the battery's not going low.
Huh. Oh, Jesus. I have a plus 13 to my melee and ranged spell attacks. Then a spell save DC of 19.
Alex, you okay? Hold on.
Good fucking.
Oh, and you just saw you running around, and then you were like going to the house. Yeah. What if you got sick or something? Oh, no. We do. We should definitely pick a book. I'll pick some up on my way home from work tomorrow. Monday. Okay, well, I came in here for soda. Okay. So here's the plan. Now that we have really well party. So here's the TLDR, right? So we're at this point in the game where we met we know who and what the absolute is, and we know what that's on, and now we're trying to defeat Balthasar.
Hell yeah.
We're trying to beat General Patrick Thorpe, who's like behind Tadpole officers.
For real, fuck that guy. He's a bitch.
Yeah. Oh, I think so. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah.
Can't afford to stay idle. Never a dull moment.
Why would you do that?
I do crazy funny things sometimes.
I've noticed.
I could pull it all the way over here. So, God. Okay, back.
Damn it. Okay, I need to go to camp so I can use Gale to cast things.
Oh, yeah.
I have to for Shadowheart because she doesn't have anything going on right now. Gale, you stinky bitch, where are you? Aw, damn. That's a shame. Nope.
Go ahead. Alas, no.
Oh.
Charm Elminster granted me requires my death as the spark that will light the orb's fuse. Making myself invulnerable, immortal, or in any other fashion unkillable would render it useless. And gods only know what it might do to the orb itself. Still, I see no harm in learning what we can about this night song. And if we manage to find it, the harm will be all Ketheric's. So, well worth indulging our curiosity.
Sweet.
Would that I could. Wonderful. Lead on then. Lovely day this. For now.
I can't help you. I can't help you. Where you at? 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 Shadowheart! Sweet. Alright, Shadowheart is all set up, as is Lae'zel, if we ever want to grab her. Hi, Halson.
No one stopped me yet.
Go ahead. I'm listening. I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it.
Bye-bye.
I'll be here in the meantime.
Kicking dirt or whatever. Alright. So now... Odie come back and she's actually eating dirt.
No matter.
Oh.
She wishes for Ketheric Thorn to be punished. Her darkness was a blessing offered before he betrayed her. She can redirect her powers elsewhere once he is cast down.
I skipped a thing. I want to read it.
he's trouble. Worse, he's a traitor. Whatever loyalty he had towards Lady Shah is long gone. It would please her greatly to see him meet his long overdue end, I'll wager.
Yeah. Fuck that guy. No.
Well, my day just improved. All right, some
Okay, alright.
no
Is
time
it
to
under
dally.
here? Sweet. She thinks I'm awesome.
Can't give up now.
I don't know if anybody else thinks I'm awesome, but Shadowheart thinks I'm cool.
You know, I've been catching
For real.
myself smiling more lately. I think that's very serious of you. But go ahead. I won't pretend that I don't know what you mean. Ever since we entered the Shadow Curse, I felt like something's calling to me. Some purpose that I need to find.
Well, luckily for
Some
you,
time.
that's what we're doing.
If I can figure out whatever it is that I need to do, well, then there should be more time for us.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, girl. We'll figure out whatever bullshit's going on with you, and then we can get back to all that premarital coitus. Hell yeah.
Alright, so let me know when you're ready. We'll go ahead and teleport.
Oh god, I'm not gonna be ready for, like, a bit. I showed you all the shit, and now I have to set up my shit.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess in that case, I'll watch you set up your shit on the stream and have me a cigarette or two.
Sweet.
But in the meantime, I'm gonna teleport to the place I want us to go, so that way you can see where it will be on the map.
Sweet.
Oh.
Okay, and then I put you here, and then I put... No, I put you over here. Then I put... Yeah, you were... You were this guy. And I got my spell slots back, because I went to sleep. Right, I can go to sleep by, respect. Where... What's I put here? I don't have anything else to put there for that. Okay, and then you need to be... Chromatic Orb. You...
Wait, did we ever tell that girl about her dead parents?
Yeah, and she told us that we're a fucking liar, and she doesn't believe us, and leave her alone. I mean, that is a pretty understandable reaction.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's true.
Okay, and then I need... That's right, that's what I put over there. I wish Call Lightning wasn't a sorcerer ability. I want to cast that shit as a wizard.
You'll be able to.
No,
You just need to. Yeah,
Not-
We just need to find
not Chain Lightning. My sorcerer ability, Call Lightning. It's a thing I got from being a sorcerer of the Tempest.
Yeah, but that's also just a regular spell.
Wacky.
True Love's Caress. How am I getting it?
I don't know. I got a lot of crap. I have borderline too much crap. take healing word right there. And Scorching Ray goes there. And then I don't really use it. I guess I'll put Thunder Wave there. Call Lightning goes there. Okay. Ah, why?
I walked too close.
Don't do that.
I was going the wrong way.
Rip, dude. Sweet. Okay. Almost ready. Well, not almost, actually. I got a bit left. Sweet. I have 2 sources of Misty Step. Okay. Stone goes there. What other shit do I have out of here? Not a lot, actually. Very choosy about the spells I have these days. Slot. Fairy Fire. Then. Command right there, I guess. Oh, I also switched up my meta magic a bit, and now I have, I forget what I took off, but now I have Careful. Okay. Then we got you. Yeah, no, I want you to be my Arcane Recovery. Oh, not right here. I want to keep that open for Tempestuous Light. Ooh, my god. Okay, that shit all goes right there, thank god. Set this to Featherfall. I have Longstrider, I don't have it prepared. Okay, okay. God. Okay, that's all those. What? Why can't I remove that? That's so goofy. It's a lot of scrolls of Revivify. Swap to you. Then I want you to be Sanctuary. No, not really going to use that. Okay. The only thing that's in this is shop. Which I'll put no. Shop. Where are you at? There you are. Okay. Set slot to light. Okay. What the fuck else? That's most things, I believe. Sick. Is that my steeds? I think it is. Okay.
Yeah, I have 2 rings for you to shower.
Cool. What you got? What else? Oh. Warding bond. So what does that do? Ward an ally, they gain resistance to all damage and a +1 to their AC and saving throws. Each time the ally takes damage, you take the same amount of damage. Jesus.
Well, you split the damage between you and the other person.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that part. Both of my rings are pretty great right now.
Yeah, but you and Shadowheart ever want to get hit.
That's true. Be like, babe, take this ring. Be like, but my stat block though. Ooh. Okay. Now then,
To go still.
I've been set.
I think
Shadowheart needs to be set now. Oh lord. Alright. Where's your shit?
The great cure.
Master. No. No. Not Master. Not.
Oh no, these poor girls. I kind of feel bad, but I'm also like, you did try to stab me to death.
Darling, let Sister Anya comfort you.
It is wild we convinced that guy to let himself get stabbed to death.
She remains silent. The nurse has nothing to say, or perhaps can say nothing at all. The nurse has...
Okay, so that is gonna be
He is.
Alright. Do you have Everard's equipment? You don't. Okay, cool. You do have Cloud Kill. Okay.
We got a whole ass room back here.
Oh, really? That's fucking wild.
Surgery, philosophy, surgery.
Whoa.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
And you to be Chromatic Orb. Mm. Hell yeah. Why can she cast Healing Word once in a long rest? That's creepy. Yeah.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Hey, I'm gonna give this spooky book to this area.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I can turn it in.
Yes. It's not a bad idea.
The
Oh.
book is locked tight with no visible
Oh
keyhole.
yeah, this fucking thing.
Only an oval recess in the cover's mouth.
If I remember, we shoved an orb in this thing and some shit happened.
Oh, wait, actually.
You try to examine the book, but the longer you stare, the more those piercing amethyst eyes draw you in. You feel the darkness radiating from the book. It's delicious.
A cursed book. How obvious. Whoever opens it deserves the fate that befalls them.
She's like, open it, bitch. Take a close look. I'll observe from back here, says Shadowheart.
We surely shouldn't leave such a threat out, where anyone could stumble across it.
Oh.
The book
Ooh.
is locked tight when you try to consent.
A cursed book.
That looks
Ooh, a different angle.
terribly heavy. Why don't you let me carry it for you?
God, I love him. I hate him, but I kind of love him. Alright. What are we doing? Are you, oh shit. I feel like we did this already? Or maybe that was some other, maybe this was a different playthrough, actually.
Yeah, probably.
I think that was the one in your place. Or when you were over here. Alright, are you ready? Are we ready to do some shit? Oh, you gave it to Asterion anyway. Alright, cool.
You don't know what he read, but it had an effect. His eyes are hungry, but pained.
Well, quite the page turner. I'll get back to it when I have more time to focus.
Cool. Twisted Binding. That's cool. I don't know what that does. Is Asterion gonna turn into a lobster monster? Uh-huh.
What are you talking about?
That was an effect that appeared over his head.
Oh, yeah, the magic book is now permanent. Yeah.
Oh! Good for him. Nothing like having a somewhat sentient book permanently attached to you. Not like that's gonna become fucking ominous and scary at some point. No, it'll be fine. God, we are just a gaggle of people getting up to some fucking shit. Okay, I'm just making sure I have all the spells I want / need in my shit. Swap this, and I'll put command right here. Swap slot. I figured we wouldn't get a whole lot done today. Like I said, I had set all my shit up. Hello? Hello? Alright. Let me do a good old hard save, because I swear to God, if I lose these radials again, I'm gonna freak out.
All right. What now?
Okay. Oh, so I saw a mod that made us move fast as fuck. However, it exacerbated what seems to be an issue this game actually already has, which is, I don't know what to describe it as other than a weird stuttering issue. And I think it has to do with how this game loads assets as you walk around. Well, that became significantly worse as I had this mod on that made us move like twice as fast. I was like, oh, this is significantly worse to play.
No bueno.
It was no bueno. The movement speed was nice, but it made it much more of a pain in the ass to just walk around. So I was like, never mind.
Man.
Well, hey, you got to check out the build. You got to see what I got going on. You got to see what Shadowheart's got going on. We got a new drip. We got new, well, we don't necessarily have new spells, but we have spells. Oh, one thing I definitely want us to do at some point, because I absolutely have this set up as something Shadowheart can do, or both of us can do, I should say, is, oh, where's that fucking spell? Did I not prepare this? You dumb whore. Don't... Man, fuck her. I know I set her for spells, but she's stupid.
Here, sit this chair across from you. You have, like,
It's true. It's true. There we go. Bam. I needed to move some shit around. I'm gonna stay here with Shadowheart then, because I'm currently doing shit with her. Boop. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Yeah, this is the idiot game.
Like, what are you doing, bud? Don't worry about it. I'm fucking shit. Nothing you need to worry about.
Yeah. Hey, mind your own business.
Yeah, mind your own fucking business, bud.
Yeah, I really can't wait for the New Yorker mod for Shadowheart. Like, I hear this pop, like,
Yeah, I'm walking in.
like classic, like, Brooklyn accent.
Oh my god. I completely redubbed this fucking character. God, that is an insane amount of work to do.
I'm just redubbing, but, like, fully changing all of the dialogue lines to be
More New York? Oh my god. Instead of talking about Lady Sharsh. Oh man.
She says all the same things. And she normally would be saying, but for whatever reason, that's the accent that somebody has. Like, people have here.
Oh man, she is from fucking, he just answers, she's like, yeah, I'm from Manhattan. And it's like, what? When you're like, what? The fuck is like, oh, is that near Waterdeep? She's like, there's a lot of water around it, that's for sure. Oh man. Okay, so I changed up her shit a little bit. So one of the things I absolutely want to have both Shadowheart and I do that I think would be good for you, we get people in a spot, right? And then Shadowheart and I both cast Wall of Stone. And then they can't fucking go anywhere. I turned this into a trench. I turned this hallway into a trench. And you're like, what the fuck?
The cool idea is to just have you both twin based on the other spellcaster and then, like, one of the allies.
Ooh.
That way,
We all have haste. That's true. That's true. Whew.
Let's move.
Why am I missing 2 level 1 spell slots? It's really odd. Oh well, they're level 1s.
There's no time to waste. My faith will guide me.
Could have sworn I had more level 3 spell slots.
It looks so cool. I hope that someday soon we can have Bailey play it so that way we can have like these two characters and then a cool like Lao.
Oh yeah, that'd be dope.
Especially since we have those really cool new like lockout things.
Oh yeah, there's all sorts of sweet shit we can do. So why do I sit like this? Shadowheart sits differently. Huh. Is it because I don't have my weapons out? I don't know. That makes sense.
Yeah, I think it has to do with like the clothing that you should pop up and stuff. Your character looks so fucking badass, honestly. Like,
I'm glad you enjoy them.
Like, you know what? I don't really know if I like these guys about this, but like, you know what? For whatever reason, your character really does kind of like pour it off. I think it's because you're purple.
There is so much things you can do when you're a purple bitch. When you're not fucking colored, like, flesh colored. Yeah, it's great. Why do you think Widowmaker as a character's design works better than maybe it should? It's because she's blue. Uh-huh. And that's it. If she was just like, I don't know, like a white lady, I don't think it would work very well.
Sort of like ashy, blue, gray, purplish. Like you can see like in the blush in his face, like under the cheeks, like the purple kind of issue going on. But it's mostly kind of like an unaffected gray.
Hell yeah. So I don't eat.
Honestly, that looks pretty cool with like the metal thing. Put that back on.
That was Shadowheart's underwear, and it has some odd. It's not that bad actually.
That looks really sick. That looks like it's part of the episode.
Well, I'm gonna steal Shadowheart's ritual underwear then,
I'm ready.
because I need those ritual spells. That means Shadowheart and I are going to wear the same underwear when we bang. I think it's gonna be a little odd. Be like, well, one of us is gonna have to change, and she just looks at me like I'm a fucking idiot. Oh man. Oh, no, that's fucking funny. Oh my god, I actually got to hit this lady with a so one of us is gonna have to change.
Yeah.
It was no, not at all. So you remember, like, a good couple of years ago when I decided to, Oh, Miette's home. One moment. You're back. God, I fucking hate that flashlight, or the floodlight there. I hate it. I hate it the most. Oh my god, I have so much. I have too much garbage. I have a shitload of books in my inventory. And some paintings. I'm gonna give them to you.
Yeah. All books paintings belong to me. By me, I mean they go straight to the chest made up what I've ever done.
Hell yeah.
I'm sure excited for you. You're gonna have like when you reach endgame, you're just gonna have a chest that has like all of the coolest shit in it.
It's true.
Like, hey, all of the cool, unique, like one-off weird items, like a weird skull that has a one-of-a-kind description that just says, even though it's supposed to be said skull, like all the other ones have a description, or like that the other, like funny fork, or I don't know. Maybe that's, I don't know, don't you, do you collect some weird stuff like that in games? Whenever you find like a Fallout or like...
I definitely did back when I played Skyrim. I had my chest. Well, okay, my first main character, I decided not to get a house because it was stupid. And instead, my main chest became the one that was in the Blades, like, hideout. That had the Wall of Alduin or whatever. Well, one of the first things when you fast traveled there is a big old chest. That became... Oh, yeah. That became my chest. Like, my chest. Everything went in there. I only had the one. It became a fucking nightmare to try to get anything done. Well, like I said, that was my very first ever, like, Fallout character. Yeah, and then here's more crap for you. Alright, cool. Oh, why do I have this? Huh? Oh, that's the one I haven't equipped. That's, okay. That's the reverberation and a ranged spell attack. Okay. Nice. Actually, I want to give...
I think I'm probably gonna change, like, respect my character again, so that way I can pull on masteries or anything.
Really? Why that?
I don't know for sure, but I think I might do that because if Karlak is like our main body checker, like running around touching people, then I think my job should be like, I do big smack damage and then also like play.
I mean, you're already doing big, crazy fuck you damage. I don't think you need to do more than just... Like, okay, they move and shit, that's cool, but what if you just make them die?
By switching from using two-hand weapons to using just a glaive, my damage actually goes down a little bit.
Right.
But like the purpose of making that glaive switch is specifically because of like polearm master that like being able to have a 10-foot reach and attack people into your range as a reaction is like kind of the best use of my character's action.
Hell yeah.
That's why like fear spells, like those kinds of like positioning spells, command, compel tools. Like I haven't really been able to make as good of use of compel tools as yet.
Mm-hmm.
But like most targets I can't really cast it off because I gotta cast it off. I think they got rid of those.
That's cool.
But yeah, definitely.
Hell yeah. Oh shit, hold on. I need to make sure I can do that. And all this stuff. Okay, cool. Let's clear that spot. Dead to take lots of space. So, Sky itself was cool. We used it exactly once. Speak with animals. There we go. Speaks with Dead's a pretty cool spell.
Speak with Dead, yeah, we should activate it in addition to certain things, just like we do our other things, because like it'll make certain bodies glow green and it'll let us know like
Oh, well, I can't... That's not how this spell works. You don't cast it at the start of the day. You choose a target and it revives it from the dead momentarily for you to speak to it.
yeah, but then it's permanently on.
No. I don't think so. No, it doesn't. No, it's not. I'm literally looking to speak with Dead right now. I'll even pull up the full screen.
Yeah, well, here we are. You can just recast it.
You can just recast it.
I mean, there's a button specifically that says you have Speak with Dead turned on. You don't have to recast it, you just have to hit the special button that just allows you to Speak with Dead again.
Interesting. Maybe this one's a little different because it's part of the Underwear of Rituals.
I doubt it. It's a spell. It's not a spell.
Interesting.
Yeah, you'll see. Next time, just try casting it on people. Like you'll see, like you'll have this tag set up that will allow you to speak with anybody
I see. You know, I don't know if I want to do that, because that's going to make all the corpses glow green, which might induce more shit.
Not all the corpses, just like a select handful. That's kind of why, like, as far as the utility spell goes, it's kind of niche.
God.
Because there's very, very rarely will you find a corpse that has anything particularly helpful to say, but they always give you information about where you're about to go or what is like waiting on that chat. But mostly it's just for like you can just
That's cool. We have 73 hours in this game. I've beaten other games. It took me about this much time to more or less 100% my first character in Cyberpunk.
What do you think of that?
We have spent an awful lot of time faffing about. And also, this game would go a lot... This game would have probably gone faster if we literally couldn't pick up everything that moved, because we wouldn't spend so much time scouring everything. But at the same time, that's like fine, because we come out of that with so much more crap and so much more like potential gold. It is pretty sweet.
Also the reason why we're able to learn so many of these off themselves.
Fuck yeah, dude. Oh yeah, we are.
You put through $10,000 worth of.
Pretty much between myself and Shadowheart, oh yeah, that was $10,000. But we now have sweet spells. I have basically every spell I could learn between, like, the beginning of the game and now, as far as I can tell. And that's a lot of fucking spells!
Yeah, I think you nearly have like 100% spell selection.
As far as I'm aware, I do. The only things I don't have, I know I don't, is like one or two things Shadowheart has. Like, I don't have Glyph of Warding. But that's like fine, because I at this rate would much rather cast Fireball or Ice Storm. Probably just Fireball, because though Glyph of Warding is cool, and it's very useful for like setting up traps beforehand, I could also just wait and be like, oh, you're kind of close. What if I just smite you?
Yeah, that's basically the rules.
Or I can, like, I don't know, twin a Ray of Frost and pew pew, and then, oh, there's a bunch of ice on the ground now. Uh-oh. No, it's, yeah. This magic-y shit is definitely... It's so good and fun that when we... Because it's not an if, but a when. When we eventually decide to run through this game for a second time, I'm probably going to have to try hard not to just go super hard at the wizard. It's... Honestly, it's probably only going to get higher. Like, I don't really need many other kind of things. Like, if our level's up to 20, yeah, if our level goes up to 20, that means that I can do a minimum of 5 more feats. So,
cast command as a wizard, like at 6th level, and like grab 6 people, make the wall drop from, like, come towards you, or whatever, like, using command, like, it's actually really command to make an approach, and then you use your, like, or, you spend an action to actually fly away.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm standing between you and them, and, like, now they've all kind of surrounded me. Like, oh, no, they're getting close together, and then you drop a nice thing, and
Yep.
you just clean out.
And then fly away.
That was so sick.
Fly like a dainty little fairy. A dainty, sluggy little fairy. It's so funny. Now this trip is great. This everything is great. This whole build character has worked out surprisingly well, actually.
Yeah, I kind of want to start making doodles for these characters. I feel like if we ever want to play, like, I think, like, it's not big yet. Like, maybe this could be, like, try to incorporate it, like, full-size approach or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
Like, this would be, I feel like these characters are cool enough looking and, like, physically playing that, like, these could easily be, like, traditional characters.
Oh, for sure. I mean, this is just D&D 5th edition, but in video game, with a decent amount of rule changes. You should. That'd be dope. Probably more fucking different hair of some kind would be nice. But all I'd really need to do is just stay. I don't know. I'd probably just have to think about it. I kind of like what I have now, but there's just... I guess I don't really know what I would want, but I definitely could use more hair options. I'll have to see if I can install more hair mods and then just fuss around with it. Because something that's like short in this kind of way, maybe slightly longer, would definitely be cool. Not like long, but this like off the head, off the shoulders type look is pretty cool. Short hair.
Yeah, definitely badass.
She's cool. She's very, very cool.
If you can type up a fanfiction of Jeremy Duffy, like they have a lot of good stuff.
I would have to think about it, but I could totally do that. Combination cleric, sorcerer, wizard, bro.
Yeah, just like,
I think I would much rather just like read a wiki.
yeah, that's probably
I'm making it a point to not involve myself with many AI things. I use that AI art stuff for Jack, which was like fine. But I'm trying to not embrace the AI late in the future as much as I can for as long as I can.
yeah, that makes sense.
Eh. Like, it's cool stuff and all, but it's fine, I guess. There's nothing wrong with using them for, like, chill stuff. The problem is, so many people don't use AI for chill things. Oh well. Yeah, these spells are cool. I need all of my spell slots.
Chromatic orb, flame shots, whatever it's called.
Scorching Ray, Fireball. Yeah.
Black tentacles. Do you have access to Hunger of Vidar?
No, I do not.
Shit, that's like a Warlock exclusive. I need to pick that up.
I mean, I can pick it up maybe later if I ever decide to put any points into Warlock, which I might, but I probably won't. We'll see.
I mean, you need to get like 5 or 6 levels. Or more than that, I think.
Well, there's probably no point in doing that when I can also just boost my wizard and sorcerer levels up to, like, fucking a lot.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to when we go beyond level 12, and I can just do some absolute bad shit. Like, I'm gonna take 6 levels of bar.
I'm pretty sure the max level is 20, so playing around that.
Yeah, like Paladin, Warlock, Bard thing, this is just absolutely fuck wild.
Crazy.
But it doesn't super work. I mean, it works pretty good. Honestly, that's one of the other reasons why I like Witch. Like slashing flourish with the blade makes me able to like, you know, how far and how wide it is. You make that range so much easier.
Way cool.
So it's like, you know, make that kind of bard with like a bard with the blade.
That's pretty dope.
Like Paladin bard, Warlock.
Oh, they could be like, oh, there's this fucking instrument. I can never remember what culture it comes from. The merchant guys in Elden Ring have them. It's basically a stick with a big old, oh man. It's basically like a bow, but it has like a chamber, like a clay chamber. Like a pot that you tie the string through, and then you like pluck on the string and makes like songs and stuff. It's really awesome, and I wish I could remember the name of it. But I'm like, oh, you could totally do something like that with like a glaive bar thing. It's not like in the game, but I think conceptually that's cool as fuck.
That is but yeah, I'm really kind of enjoying the thematic elements in that regard. It's like gone of like, I don't know much about the character. I think maybe I'll probably sit down next to try to seriously write something about it.
Pretty cool. I already have the very basics of like Celadon Drow was persecuted by the rest of the Drow because Celadon would be like this shit. It's fucking stupid pokey. In times of great stress, prayed to Salune, and we'll just have to see where that goes from there. Right, that just makes sense to me, and I can totally like be creative and just come up with shit.
Yeah, I really like the flavor of like, even though Dawn does like the right thing a lot of the time, there's like, you're like a vengeance paladin number one, that's like, that's what it is. And also being like a smart as like, this is a person, a warlock, like this is a person who like, better or for worse, doesn't mind being like the center of attention.
Right.
Or like the cause of attention.
Oh my god, he can be like John Constantine, where in the event of his death, a low-key war is gonna break out because like 5 or 6 people all have claim to his soul.
Yeah, that's basically it. It's like you like the thing that I was looking for, when I was trying to make I want to make a paladin warlock character. If I had made that focus on this one, because I've also been like, I've been making other things.
Yeah.
But when I was tinkering with it, I was like, I need to get a guy like, which of these voice options makes the character sound like a completely clueless idiot? That was like the first defining character trait of the character before I had.
Oh no.
First things first, I know for a fact this character.
Oh no. He bumbled his way into Warlock, into being a fucking Paladin Warlock of the Vengeance?
I don't mean like a clueless idiot that way. I mean, like, I guess you would say like himbo and maybe
Yeah.
like you know, Goku that like doesn't really think things through and doesn't really think that hard before making a decision. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Don, what the fuck? You're like, what?
He's just a goober, you know. He's just a guy. It's like I think the vengeance is how this thing is like on the person. Like this was like a goofy dude who's like kind of earnestly like, no, dude, for real, I'm a champion of vengeance, and I mean it for real.
Okay, bud.
At the very beginning, at level 1, at like the beginning of his career at like 17, like, bro, totally, I'm like, for real. Alice of vengeance is totally dedicated.
You're like, yeah, alright, bud.
Like, and then it's like met with like an actual crisis of like where literally like at the beginning of the game, like all that shit's happening. oh shit, and it's like that's where the warlock part comes in of like being like a great old one warlock
Mm-hmm.
and like using the tadpole powers and stuff like that. It's like part of the lore of like, oh yeah, like I have a taste for actual power. Like this stuff that I was trying to manifest with like being a paladin is a little hard, and now I'm being tempted by like a truly dark power.
Oh, for sure. I think, in that sort of vein, I've seen a thing that like you can take on illithid characteristics if you go really, really hard in that progression path. I think that's something that could totally end up happening to Dawn if he's so. I don't know if I could call it power hungry or just power curious.
I think it's like power curious. It's a matter of like, dude, like, why not?
Look what I can do with the things I already have. What if I got more?
I mean, I think it's just about like, let's just keep hitting the gas pedal to see how far we can take this. Because like this is a once in a lifetime, or like I don't even think he thinks about it that far ahead. It's just a matter of like, there's a greater than ever thought possible opportunity to make another world presented to you, and you have no choice but to.
Oh,
There's no second thought about it.
Oh, I get that. Absolutely.
You know what I mean? You just seem like a kind of person that I don't get along with. Like, because God's like agreeable and like he's friendly, and Asterion is like very, well, he's very obviously a two-faced kind of person.
That's right. Like he comes off as friendly and agreeable, but in a very snaky kind of way. In a very like he said like anything to me the first time that I met him, and he wasn't like, "There's a thing in the bushes." When he was like actually talking to me, I was like, "Serious? Are you trying to fuck me? Like, I've known you for 30 seconds, dude. What is this about? Why are you like this? Come on." And I think that's funny. Like, I'm so thoroughly not interested in you, fanboy.
Sometimes it's like one of the only people in the party that's been like, hey, what if we were to like use that number, right?
He is.
And honestly, now you know. Like, I agree with that.
Right.
And the rest of the gang is like, no, we need to stop, like, no. Like, this is giving us some pieces.
I think
We should be exercising.
I'm out here like, maybe we shouldn't do that, I say as I absolutely reach into my pocket and eat another tadpole.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the thing too about like how Dawn has that like you start the game as like a level 1, like when Paladin really does the
Okay.
like that becomes more serious. Like one of the tenets of like being a vessel, like a vengeance paladin, is that like you always fight the greater evil.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like between like saving orphans or stopping like somebody who does genocide, you let the orphans burn so you can stop the guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there is a slant towards the morality of like there is a greater evil, and you always choose to fight the greater evil.
Right. It's kind of similar but different in the idea of do what you must for the greater good. Instead, it's do what you must to stop the greater evil. Even if that means doing things that would largely be seen as an evil act. Like letting the orphanage burn. And it's like, I don't have time to save those burning children. I'm gonna go stab that guy in the neck.
Yeah, and in that kind of a regard, it's kind of like, that's kind of why Dawn is able to seem pretty, like, friendly, helpful, and like, oh, wow, you're like a really dope paladin. You know what I mean? Because you think of a vengeance paladin, you think of somebody who's like, brooding and dark, and Dawn's really not that. You know what I mean?
He's like, hey, what's going on, fellas?
Yeah, it's just one of the boys.
crack. Except, actually, he's going to crack open a boy with a gold. Actually.
Yeah, and that's one of the things I want to try to figure out. Like, I really do want to figure out how to play an Oathbreaker because, like, some of the later level, like, Oathbreaker stuff is really cool.
Yeah.
And I think if I can try to get inside and then into different religion, like that would be just kind of like more devastating. Like I basically can't class or like two class, but I can't restudy.
Right.
So much effort to try to undo that. By the time we get to the point where I can't do that, there's not really a way for me to break my own.
Right. It's just commit. You have to really commit to this paladin Oathbreaker stuff.
So, but I mean, it's probably like the explanation. I definitely think that like as the story goes on, see it there and be like, hey, we should really take control over this whole absolutist cult thing if we can. That we can like twist this power to be our own. We should totally do that. And everybody's like, take control of the cult. Are you crazy? And the dog's like, nah, hang on a minute.
He's like, boys, you're really speaking my language. Of course, power? Fuck yeah.
Yeah, because it's like after you have a taste of the illicit power for Warlock and also just the fact that like I can read people's minds and see their intentions. I can make somebody come and fight me, and I know that I'm going to win. You know what I mean? Like there's this bravado of like you have this nice shiny armor, but it's like tainted with like upgrade work and like the crooked smile of like I know something that you don't because I'm outrageously, overpowered compared to what you are because I have a taste for power.
Oh yeah.
Like I know how powerful I am, and I'm actually constantly trying to flex on it in order for me to be able to do something more, something that I couldn't do before.
What if I just turned this knob up one time? And you do that forever and ever and ever, like the frog boiling in water. But you were the frog turning up the water yourself.
Yeah, and that's kind of like the fun thing about Dawn's, like, I think it's a flaw, right?
Mm-hmm.
That it's definitely like the pursuit for power comes from the understanding that if you are presented with an opportunity to change the world in a big way, you have a responsibility to always take it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you always take the biggest swings. You always work the hardest, and you take the very biggest swings possible in order to secure certainty for, like, the most optimal future. Is kind of like the ultimate thesis of, like, what does it mean to be a vengeance paladin? I'm going to take over an entire brainworm cult to make sure that nobody ever suffers again, because all of these cultists are now going to be my personal army of, like, villainy assassins or something like that. Yeah.
Kind of. Kurt's motivations are fucking crazy, selfish, and wild. I'm actually more reminded, funnily enough, of Gundam 00, where the main cast in that is teenagers with hyper-powered mechs, some of the strongest, pieces of technology on the world. They show up out of nowhere, come into the world, and say, I am forcing everyone to stop fighting. And so they say that, and people are like, whatever. And then they back it up. People start conflicts. Then they go in, destroy everything, and say, fucking knock this shit off or we're coming back.
That's a pretty, yeah.
It's destroying violence through violence. And it then, over time, the show explores, like, hey, maybe this isn't a good at all. Maybe this is actually really bad. Maybe we shouldn't be doing this like this.
Yeah.
It's, the kids learn that war is bad, violence begets more violence. Setsuna, the main character, screams, I am Gundam, like, 25 fucking times in a row. And you're like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I think honestly, Dawn is the kind of character who would like, when the rest of the party leaves the room, they smother like the important person like to death in their sleep.
Jesus.
Secure like a particular future and just quietly leaves.
He just
like still being friendly and carrying on, but it's like this is the perfect opportunity to eliminate a long-term threat right now.
hell yeah, dude.
Like but at the core, Dawn is somebody who's like, if we have the ability to save like a lot of people's lives, we need to like squeeze that in whenever we can. That's kind of where things bend the rule for them being a vengeance paladin, because there's a specific oath-breaking moment that you can do for a vengeance paladin where you choose to fight the lesser evil over the greater evil, which is pretty cool. And like that's a very specific and very unique. Like I said, that's a good dialogue to hunt for.
Oh, for sure. That's badass. Actually, you break your oath by not fighting the greater evil, but I'm sure you would have had to have a very good reason to do that.
Yeah, I don't really remember the specifics in this immediate moment, but
you saved the burning orphanage instead of going to kill the bad guy.
Right, but like there's a circumstance where it's like it's not going to have like world altering consequences.
Gotcha.
So you can still like break that oath without like people saying, "Oh, I can't believe you," like later in the game.
Right. Hey, it's just to let you know, it is 8:30. When is your movie time starting? Probably pretty soon, yeah?
Yeah, it's probably time to go ahead and call it.
For sure. Yeah, so I can save that.
But yeah, give it some thought. Try it. Let's see if I write the fan fiction thing and see if we can